That's the one thing I could never understand. I never could understand. And by the way, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, my brothers and sisters. Listen, as a young man, I went out a few times looking at homes and stuff like that. I could never square it in my mind to do things the traditional way. I just couldn't. I just could not do it. I would look at a home, even though I had no building skills whatsoever at all. And I would hear the price that they would quote me. I knew nothing about Lowe's, Home Depot. I knew nothing about them. They was foreign to me. 84 Lumber. I knew nothing about any of these places. Building material place, I knew nothing about it. So I look at these exorbitant home prices and stuff, and of course I'm on CNBC again, and I'm listening to Squawk on the Street. And of course, you know, for some reason, Americans are buying homes. I give you an example. Look at these homes right here. Look at these. Look at this. See these homes? Look at them things. See, as a builder, I know exactly what I'm looking at. Very cheaply built homes. Oh, will it provide a roof over your head? Yeah, but as soon as the first storm comes, it's game over. As soon as the first storm comes, it is game over. Wind come, man, that little stick frame roof you got, manufactured trusses, out. Chances are they didn't put no hurricane tires on it, no hurricane straps. They didn't use any lags or anything like that. I know, but see, what I'm getting to is this. I couldn't square it. And Mother Carol at times like, well, you don't know how to build. You know how to do. There's a lot of stuff I didn't know how to do at the time. But I know my mindset and my work ethic and my drive, it has always spoken for itself. Not only have I built a home or two for my own self, I'm in the process of building a second one, but I have built homes for others. And I tell you, learning how and investing in yourself. Look, see, because the homes that I build, when they're done, when they're finished, watch this. No mortgage, no rent. Well, whose homes are they? Well, they belong to the ministry. Well, I need them belong to me. You're ignorant. The homes that you even buy out here, they don't belong to you. They belong to the bank until you make your last payment. And sometimes that's 30 years later. Right now, they got interest rates at 6.5%, something like that, which is asinine to me, to go buy a home at that interest rate and pay that kind of amount of interest, which 10 years of that particular mortgage is going to be paying that interest. And if you ever lose your job that you so depend on, your job, I mean, let's just say if you lose the job that you work on, that's more concretely, that home goes back to the bank, and all those months that you paid, all those years that you paid that mortgage and stuff, you didn't do it but pay rent, just like anybody else did out here with no assets. I couldn't see it. It made no sense to me. That's how I was thinking in my late 20s, early 30s. Well, now I'm surrounded by, not only do I know how to build, not only do I know how to run a dozer, a loader dozer, a mini excavator, an excavator, a backhoe, a skid steer, track hoe. Not only do I know how to dig a footing, square a building, dig a footer, square a building, lay the concrete, do the rebar and lay the concrete, also do the blocks and put the J-bolts in, frame up the building, the house within itself, the interior walls, exterior walls. Not only do, if I wanted to do all brick, then the next home, which we're probably going to do anyway. And then the big thing about a house is learn how to frame a roof. Not only do I know how to do all that, I learned how to do all that because when everybody else chose to, work at one little job and think you're doing something when you go home and you sit on your butt for the rest of the evening, I didn't do that. No. I work from sun up to sundown. And I'm constantly investing in knowledge of myself so I don't have to pay these people out there who are called the professionals to do all this work. I mean, I'm building a home right now, and the so-called professionals, they wanted $50,000 to lay tile in this house because there are big pieces of tile. And that's not including the building material. That's not including any. That's just labor. I said, y'all out of your mind. So guess what? They motivated me to do the things, and the brothers to do that we normally didn't want to do because it's backbreaking work, but we did it anyway. So now guess what I could do? If I got all that money, I can put that $50,000 somewhere else on the land, somewhere else in a home, and still get more profit. See, that's the whole idea of learn how to do stuff yourself, because the money that you would spend and give somebody for labor and stuff, you can take that money and you can give it. You can just easily give it to more building material to expand. And if you was building a certain size, you could even build bigger. I mean, I have brethren. I'm fortunate enough to have brethren in the ministry that have professions that when they come out and they do labor for us, they say, Pastor, this is my personal, this is another offering on top of an offering. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for the ministry. Thank you for the word. Thank you for everything. Thank you for your example. Thank you for teaching us how to be a man, all that. And they're grateful, and I appreciate it too. Love my brothers. Because some people can't recognize it. Some people think that they ought to just get stuff given to them simply because they exist. Simply just don't happen. And I just could not see going out there paying all this money for a home, a roof over your head. It just never makes sense, and paying all that extra money. So I learned how to build myself. Sure did. Still know how to build myself. And again, like I said before, I thank the Father for the brethren that with me, because Straitway, man, we even go out and now still help brethren in the ministry to build. And then people got the nerve to try to sit up there and talk about us, and you've learned nothing. You are a man, and you've learned nothing. You don't know how to do anything. You can't repair nothing. You always got to call somebody to go do it. It just don't make any sense. It makes no sense to me. Where's the manhood in a man today? Oh, I bought a house. Okay, go and keep on paying for it. I build a house and I live in it. And we don't pay nobody to build it for us. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Amazing. Now I got to decide which way I'm going to go as far as going forward in building homes. To see if it's beneficial for me to just do poured concrete walls on the homes and don't have to worry about no framing, just put the roof up. You know it's a solid house then. By the time I put the rebar in, frame it all up, I guarantee, man, they're going to save us a lot. We still have to do the interior because I live in a block home. It's got sand core field in it, but, you know, if you still have to put a small, frame up the inside of it, have some installation, and to insulate the house better, you know what I mean? But man, just think about it. Instead of just going with wood and just go with concrete like they do in the islands. You know, if you've been in the Caribbean, you know, in Jamaica, in Puerto Rico, and in Mexico, a lot. There's a reason why that these places are able to withstand Category 5, Category 6 hurricanes, because they built with concrete, tied in with rebar, and they don't have to turn around and depend on the insurance companies to replace everything and stuff, because these buildings are able to withstand the test of time, and they spend very little on reconstruction if it ever gets damaged. It's the way to think about it. It really truly is. But I'm saying all this to say this, man, you got a chance to be a man, but don't sit up and do like this wicked world does. You go to job and you work 8 hours and you think you done something when there's 24 hours in a day. Let's say if you take 8 hours of sleep, nobody sleeps like that no more. 8 hours to work, that's 16 hours, right? You still got another 8 hours in a day to do what? To do what? Sit down, watch TV, play Xbox, PlayStation, or something like that. Don't even invest in yourself. Don't teach nothing, learn a skill that you can teach your children. That's a wasted life. It's a waste of time. It makes no sense. It's nonsensical, and it probably will always be nonsensical to me. I don't have too much tolerance for lazy ass men. None whatsoever at all. Not when I have been a laboring man. I can't stand a lazy ass man that will produce nothing and all he does is make excuses. I can't see it. I just cannot see it. And you should be the same way. Invest in yourself so that you will be able to get you and your family on the right path they need to, and you're able to be able, if you're not part of a good and just ministry, why are they tearing up this yard right here? Why are they tearing up this yard right here? Jeez, anyway. I'm gonna have to address that too. Anyway, it's wet outside. But anyway, glory to the King. Invest in yourself. Now, let me just stop right there before I have to say something I'm going to have to regret later.